Hey guys, this is Bajan with SoCal Expeditions. BougeRV sent me 300-watt Arch Series flexible solar panels to test. I'm testing these to see if they belong on my personal camper, which is Tundra with a Rincon setup. I'm still in between doing a rigid panel or the flexible panels, but since BougeRV sent these out to be tested, I figured for us people who consider themselves whatever, overlanders, campers, people who want lightweight solar panels hard mounted on the roof of a camper or RV, this would be a beneficial test to make. This is going to be quick just because I want to get to the point and show you guys the panel and the watts that it's outputting, both laying flat as well as at an angle. Here are the panels. I already have them set up at an angle. There is no part of them being shaded. I don't know what the angle is. This is just a good estimate of what I would normally set them at if I was at camp and I was setting up solar panels like this. These are 300-watt Arch panels and they're connected in series to my EcoFlow Delta 2. It's currently 2 p.m. on December 30th in Southern California, and I'm getting around 200 watts of input into my power station in this upright angled position. The panels arrived in boxes and they were protected with foam, and overall I would say that it's a good shipping method. There's only a couple slight defects in the panel that I can see, like there, and one more spot a little bit lower right here, but that's it on all three panels. Overall they look pretty good. Right here is the spec sheet on each 100-watt panel. This should be putting out close to 100 watts, but I don't think we're going to see that unless it's summertime and the sun is in the perfect condition with this panel angled at the perfect angle. The panel has also been sitting out for some time, so it is warm to the touch, and I did this to make sure that the panel was heat soaked so we're not getting any inaccurate readings. I've not seen any fluctuation for the wattage being inputted into my power station, so we're going to go ahead and take these things off the angle and lay them completely flat on the ground to see what they do. Now all three panels are laying flat on the ground, and we're seeing roughly around 100 watts of input. These are wired in series, so let me go ahead and cover one row and see what that does to all three panels. Now I've went ahead and covered just one row out of three panels to see what it does. This is wired in series again, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we're reading 0 watts, which we are. If this was wired in parallel, it would be a different story, but since it's wired in series and that's what works best for me, I want to test it and show you guys what the results are. So now there's only one 100-watt panel hooked up, and we're getting 71 watts of input into the power station. Let's go ahead and lay this thing flat. That'll work. Let's pull it out of the shade in that corner. And we drop significantly down to 31 watts. So I think these panels are great, but I think that they're meant to be used in more of a modular situation, where you're at camp and you want some extra power, you go ahead and plug these things in and you can get some extra charge into your power station. That being said, I don't know and I don't feel confident about hard mounting these things on the top of my camper. Laying flat with three panels, even if they're producing only 40 watts, that's 120. And that's not much for a Delta 2. It would take a really long time to charge it. So in the next video, I'll compare this against a 250-watt solar panel that's rigid and see how that does on the roof, and see if it makes more sense for me to take on the extra weight by putting a rigid panel instead of three flexible 100-watt panels. Even though it's 50 watts more, I don't think it's going to do as well. If you were looking for a review on just the BougeRV solar panel itself, if you're looking at the Arch series, I think they work pretty good, but the science and the data speaks for itself. Look at my numbers and compare them to what you've seen and what other people have seen. Make an informed decision for yourself. BougeRV is a great company and they've sent out their product for me to review. I'm thankful for the opportunity, but I'm honest in these reviews. I can't tell you this is the best solar panel I've tested or the worst, because it's the first. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.